Hi and welcome to my channel and my new video. And if you are into watch related content, please subscribe. So thank you. Over here we have the GShock GA100, a future classic. And as the title of this video says, this is going to be a detailed how-to tutorial video on this watch. You can jump through the steps of the video using the description. Before we get started with the tutorial part of the video, I'm gonna throw in some specifications. This watch has the analog and digital timekeeping, and it has an accuracy of around plus or minus 15 seconds per month. It has the 12 or 24-hour time display format, automatic calendar, which is fully programmed to a year 2099. It indicates hours, minutes, seconds, AM, PM, month, day, and day of the week. It has the stopwatch with the measuring units of 1/1000th of a second. Countdown timer with the measuring unit of 1 second. World time counts to 48 cities and 29 time zones. It has the 4 daily alarms. It has the snooze alarm, hourly time signal. The watch face is LED illuminated with auto light switch and selectable illumination duration. Battery is one lithium battery type CR1220, and the approximate battery life for this battery is around 2 years. Let's get started with the tutorial part of this video. This watch has the analog and digital time representation. As you can see, the lower digital subdials currently show the date on the left side and your day in English, as well as the seconds in the lower part of the right subdial. By pressing the forward button, you can shuffle it between telling the time in digital form or telling the date in the digital form. Next up, let's run through the watch modes, and that is done by pressing the mode button. So, by pressing the mode button once, you enter the stopwatch mode. Pressing it again, you enter the countdown timer mode, again to world time mode. Pressing it again, we get to the alarm mode, and the final time. Pressing the button for the final time gets us back to the standard timekeeping mode and at the beginning. Let me show you how to set the time, date, and other features of this watch. That is done simply by pressing the adjust button, pressing and holding it actually until you hear the first beep. And there it is. Now we have the PAR flashing over here, which indicates our time zone. Let me zoom that in for you. And basically the time zone is your main representative of your time. There are many time zones which are correlated to the cities. Over here I'm gonna put those time zones so you can better find what is your time zone and what is your time in your time zone. So once you find your time in your time zone, press the reverse button or forward button to shuffle those time zones or those cities until you get to your time zone. My time zone is Paris time zone, so I'm gonna get it back to Paris time zone. Next up, I'm gonna press the mode button and we move on to setting our daylight saving time mode. As you can see, the ST is flashing as well as it says it's on. Currently, daylight saving time mode in my time zone is turned on, but I can shuffle it between on or off simply by pressing the forward button. I'm gonna leave it at on. Next up, press the mode button and we enter the time format adjustment. As you can see, it's flashing 24 hours, which means that it is in 24-hour time format. By pressing the forward button, I'm shuffling between 12 or 24-hour time format. I'm gonna leave it at 24-hour time format. Next up, press the mode button and we are in the position of setting our seconds value. Now we cannot set the exact value of seconds, but what we can do is reset that value to 0 simply by pressing the forward button, and as you just saw, when I pressed it, it returned the seconds to 0. Next up, press the mode button and we are in the position of setting our hour value, and as you can see, the number 18 is flashing, which means it's 18 o'clock, but I can move it up or down by pressing the reverse or forward button. I'm gonna leave it at 18, and once I've set my hour time, I'm gonna press the mode button and get my watch to in the minute settings. It says 51, but I can move those seconds up or down by pressing the reverse or forward button. Let me show that. So I'm pressing the reverse and forward button to move up or down this value of seconds. Next up, press the mode button once again. You are in the position of setting your year value. As you can see, it's flashing 2022, but I can shuffle it up or down by pressing the reverse or forward button. Once we've set our year value, press the mode button, and we are in the position of setting our month value. So it stands 10 is blinking, which means that it's October, and it is October, but when I press the reverse button or forward button, I'm shuffling it up or down, so it means that I can fine-tune my month setting. Next up, press the mode button, and we are in the position of setting our day value. Over here, we have the number 5 flashing, which indicates that it's 5th of October, or October the 5th, as you like. But I can shuffle that value by pressing the reverse or forward button. So currently it's number 5, and I'm gonna leave it at number 5, so October the 5th. Press the mode button once you're done with that, and we are in the position of setting our illumination duration setting. So basically over here we are setting the illumination duration, which means that in the standard timekeeping mode, when I press the reverse button to illuminate my screen, the watch light will stay on for 1.5 seconds when it says LT1. When it says LT3 by pressing the forward button, that means that when I press the light button, it will stay on for 3 seconds. So pressing the forward button, basically I'm changing the illumination duration of the watch. I'm gonna leave it at LT1. Once done with that, press the mode button, and you are back at the beginning and setting your time zone. So basically we have run through the cycle of settings on our watch. To implement those settings, simply press the adjust button, and the watch will now implement those settings. How to turn on the auto light? The auto light feature is the feature of the watch. When you flick your wrist to see what's the time, the watch screen will automatically illuminate. That is done by pressing the reverse button from the standard timekeeping mode, so pressing and holding it until over here you have your segment lit up to indicate that the auto light is turned on. As you can see, it's currently auto light is turned on. Now, to turn this back off, press and hold the reverse button until it goes away, and with that your auto light feature is turned off. Hand home position adjustment. What that is? Well, basically your hands can go out of the alignment with your digital time represented over here. That can happen due to strong magnetism or impact. To realign your hands from the standard timekeeping mode, press and hold the forward button for about 3 seconds until your watch beeps. Over here you have age set shown and sub flashing. Now, first in a row of settings is setting our speed hand. The speed hand is the upper hand, and it should be aligned exactly at 12 o'clock, and currently it is. But when it's not, press the the forward button to rotate it clockwise until you get it to the exact position, and the exact position is, as I said previously, the 12 o'clock hour market. So let me fine tune it. There it is. Once we've done with that, we press the mode button over here, and now we are in the position of setting or aligning our hour and minute hands. The hour and minute hands should align exactly at 12 o'clock. If they are not aligned, again we are going to be pressing the reverse or forward button to align them properly. And as you can see, they are pretty much aligned, but Again, as I've said, pressing the reverse button or forward button, you can fine-tune those hand positions. Once you set your all of your hands position, simply press the adjust button and the watch will implement those settings, meaning now that your analog and digital time should correspond to each other. The stopwatch mode on this watch, from the standard timekeeping mode, press the mode button once and you are in the stopwatch mode. You can use the stopwatch mode to measure the elapsed time, lap times and split times. The display range of the stopwatch is 99 hours, 59 minutes and 59.999 seconds. Let me show you how to actually measure using the stopwatch. How to measure the elapsed time? Well, press the forward button to start it, same button to stop it, and press the adjust button to reset the value. How to measure the lap time? Press the forward button to start it, press the adjust button to lap 1, press the adjust button again for lap number 2, press the forward button to stop it, and adjust button to reset the value. How to measure the split time? Press the forward button, press the adjust button to split the time, press the adjust button to split release, press the forward button to stop it, and adjust button to reset the value. Those are the basics of a stopwatch mode on this watch. Countdown timer on the watch. You can set the countdown timer start time within a range of 1 minute to 24 hours. An alarm sounds when the watch countdown time reaches the 0. So let's enter the countdown timer mode. That's done from the standard timekeeping mode by pressing the mode button once, twice, and you are in the countdown timer mode. Now we have to set our time to be counted down. That's done by pressing the holding the adjust button until you hear the beep. And there was the beep, and we can see that the 0 is flashing. The 0 is indicated for our value. You can set that value by pressing the reverse or forward button in the range of 0 to 24 hours. I'm gonna leave it at 0, but I'm gonna press the mode button and move my flashing, let's call it like that, to value of minutes. So when I press the reverse or forward button, I can change the time of minutes to be counted down. Let's say I want to count down from 10 minutes. Once I'm done with that, I press the mode button and we are in the position of setting this, let's call it a special sign on the watch. This is basically auto repeat. While the auto repeat on-off setting is flashing on the display, you can press the forward button and it will shuffle between auto repeat on like this or auto repeat off like this. So leave it at what you like. Once you've set your time, press the adjust button and the watch will implement those settings. To start your countdown timer, press the forward button and the watch will start to count down. Or here you have your seconds, minutes, hours. Press the forward button to stop it and press the adjust button to reset that value. And those are the basics of the countdown timer mode on this watch. World time mode on the GA100. World time mode digitally displays the current time in one of the 48 cities, and that is those 29 time zones from the beginning that I showed you, the table. Now let's enter the world time mode. Press the mode button once, twice, 3 times, and we are in the world time mode. As you can see, it says UTC and it's set to UTC currently. It says that in the universal time it's 17 o'clock and 10 minutes. By pressing the forward button, I'm shuffling between the time zones, and with that I'm shuffling between the value of time in that time zone. Let's say I want to see what is the time in Singapore. It says it's 1 o'clock and 10 minutes. How to see what is the date in that time zone? Well, that is done simply by pressing the adjust button once, and you can see that it is October the 6th in Singapore currently. How to toggle between the daylight saving time mode in that time zone? Press and hold the adjust button until you hear the beep, and currently with that beep DST is turned on, and you see that the time is automatically changed to 2. Again, pressing and holding the adjust button in the world time mode turns the DST, in this case, off. So currently in Singapore it's 1 o'clock 10 minutes and it is the October the 6th. Now there's a cool feature, and that is swapping your home city and world time city. The procedure is cool for the frequent flyers, so you have your standard time in your, let's say, home time zone, and the world time mode from the city that you are traveling. Let's say you're a frequent flyer from A to B, and you want to switch your time zones from the main to secondary, primary to secondary, and so on. That is done in the world time mode by holding and pressing the adjust button and reverse button until you hear the beep. So let's press and hold both of these two buttons at the same time. And we heard the beep. Pressing it again. We've swapped our cities. And those are the basics of the world time mode on this watch. Alarm mode. From the standard timekeeping mode, press the mode button once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and you are in the alarm mode. This watch has the 4 daily alarms, snooze alarm, and the hourly time signal. You can shuffle between those alarms by pressing the forward button, and as you can see, the number of the alarm is displayed over here. So alarm number 3, when I press the forward button, it's alarm number 4, snooze alarm, and the hourly time signal. Each one of those alarms and the hourly time signal is turned on or off by pressing the adjust button. As you can see, it says on and it's lit on over here. So pressing the adjust button shuffles between on or off. To set the value of alarm, press and hold the adjust button until you hear the beep, and you have 0 flashing. That is the value of hours. Press the reverse or forward button to set the value of the alarm value. So let's say I want to set my alarm at 12 o'clock. I'm gonna leave that at 12. Press the mode button and we move on to setting the minutes value. Again, pressing the reverse or forward button, I move the value of minutes up or down. I want to leave it at 12 o'clock sharp, and I press the adjust button to implement those settings. Now we have the alarm number 1 turned on at exactly 12 o'clock. Again, to shuffle it between on or off, simply press the adjust button and it will shuffle between on or off. The procedure is exactly the same for all of the alarms. So alarm number 2, 3, 4, 5, as well as the hourly time signal. When I press the adjust button, it will shuffle between hourly signal on or off. And it's lit on over here when the hourly time signal is on. The hourly time signal is the watch feature to beep at exactly on the hour every hour. So pressing the adjust button, I'm shuffling between it on or off. And those are the basics of the alarm mode on this watch. That was another detailed how-to tutorial watch, and this time it was the GShock GA100. Thank you very much for watching, and if you are into watch-related content, please subscribe.